The minority in Parliament says it will not cooperate with government and will kick against the introduction of the new electronic transaction levy. Speaking with JoyNews on the sidelines of the post-budget workshop at Ho in the Volta region, Minority Leader Harry Idrisu said government is being opportunistic and only seeking to exploit the COVID-19 pandemic, which contributed to a surge in digital transactions.
The government is seeking to introduce E-Levy or e-transaction levy, call it a mobile phone tax or Momo tax. We stand united collectively against it, and we would not support government. We would not cooperate with government because that will further deepen the suffering of the Ghanaian people. The introduction of that tax handle is simply opportunistic. The number of mobile subscribers and the use of digital platform globally grew up to 68 billion in 2020, and for our purposes the portfolio grew from 257 billion to 500 billion, largely because of COVID. So you don't have a lazy, convenient way of taxing the consequence of COVID. So people decided to use digital platform because of COVID. We needed to do social distancing. Government is turning around to just take advantage of COVID to introduce what they call a Momo tax. Take for instance, if you chose to pay a medical bill to a doctor by Momo, it means that it will be taxed. There is the danger of you being taxed 7-10 times a day, depending upon how much transfer or remittance you do in a day. So the incidence of double taxation is very grave and it's unavoidable. So it means that if you transacted 100 businesses 100 times in a day on an electronic platform, you will pay that tax 100 times. What it means is that you are reintroducing a functionally cash economy against the development of a digital economy. And we don't find that acceptable, and we think that government is just taking advantage of COVID, and therefore the numbers going forward may not be as in COVID year in 2020, where everybody was compelled to do business on a digital platform. The Momo tax, as I have said, will be a disincentive to the growth and sustenance of a digital economy. For instance, we're encouraged to pay water and electricity bill via Momo. That was being done. Now you want to tax it. So it means that I should carry cash to ECG and carry cash to Ghana Water Company. Is that what you want? So that cashiers can go home with their cash money, and then you say you have difficulty tracing it. So it's opportunistic and defeatist. The tax handle is opportunistic and defeatist. Government is simply seeking to lazily hide behind the rise in digital transactions arising out of COVID to raise revenue. That is not done. Show me anywhere in the world where you've had an e-transaction levy.